Hey guys, Pro here at VIP Outdoors. Today we are making something a little bit different. When I say different, we're talking game different. This is an animal that not a lot of people have experience cooking. It's mountain lion. And mountain lion, again, very foreign to a lot of people. There's some challenges with cooking mountain lion. Number one of them, just the mental aspect of eating a cat at the end of the day is a little bit tough for some of us, right? So I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna make a recipe called Posolé that is going to do two different things. Number one, it's going to put some heavy flavor into the cat, so maybe we're not tasting that cat. And there's some recipes that we're going to have also that's a little bit more all about the cat, to where you could actually taste the flavor. But it's a great way to utilize some of the games, especially predator game like lion and bear, for example. So we got our nice lion here. This is a leg, part of the leg of lion, and we have good old Snake River Farms pork shanks. Okay, Posole is generally made from pork or chicken, so that's what we're going to go with. We're going to go with pork. This is going to be a great way to do it. But like I was saying, you know, it does a couple different things. Number one, it disguises the flavor. Number two, when you have a predator animal like lion or bear, you want to make sure it's fully cooked so you don't get sick, right? Nobody wants to get sick. So what I'm going to do is take a couple of these pork shanks, drop them in my pan here, and we're gonna start searing them up. Then what I'm gonna do, take my lion, turn that down just a hair. Yeah, get a nice sear on those. And if you look at lion meat, if you will, it's almost a cross in between pork and beef as far as the color goes. A lot of people go, does it taste like pork? Does it taste like chicken? What exactly does it taste like? In all honesty, it has its own flavor. It really does. But again, you want to make sure you cook it all the way through. And that can be a challenge because it's a very, very lean meat. So cooking it all the way through without making it so rubbery or dried out that it's just horrible to eat, that can be an absolute challenge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this to where it's not braised, but we're going to cook it down enough to where it's really pork tender, but still in its forms of consistency. Like these pork shanks, I'm going to want them to stay on the shank. This mountain lion, when I eat it, I want it to stay in a nice cube like this. So we're going to cut them down to cubes, and we're going to start introducing it to our pork shanks that we have searing. And I'm using actually a lion leg, which it includes the shank also. I just came across a bone or heavy tendon in that one, so I'll put it aside for now. But you're going to find the bone structure of these lions to be just a little bit different than your venison. And, you know, for obvious reasons. Think about their forearms, the way they operate in comparison to a deer or an elk or an antelope, and every which way. So anyway, just keep trimming, get it down. First part's very easy. This is going to be a stewed process, so you're going to be introducing the meat, the onion, and the liquid, and you're going to let it go for a couple hours. Now, cooking mountain lion Posole style is new for me also. So once we get through this, I'll make sure I have everything in the description there as far as the ingredients, the times to cook, all that good stuff, right? All right, so now we got our mountain lion and our pork shanks. If you want to zoom in there, kind of give you an idea of what we're looking at. I'm gonna take half a yellow onion. Do a quick little quick chop on it. That tossed in. I mean, now you notice I'm wearing gloves, okay? I don't want any cross-contamination when it comes to lion. So I'm gonna put all this up there. Before I grab my seasonings, I'm gonna take my gloves off, put them aside. Now I'm gonna grab my seasonings. Seasoning's very simple. We got onion in there. Take some salt. Again, don't worry about the exact amounts. We'll have that in the description for you. Got some garlic powder. And we got some of that. That extra. I actually just found it at our local butcher over in Canby at Ebner Meats. I saw it, I had to buy it. It's a really good seasoning. So it's pretty heavy on pepper, salt, garlic. And I'll give everything a mix here. Back up just a hair. We're on about medium-high heat on the camshaft. I'm excited for this one. This is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be a really, really good one. Especially, you can tell it's cold outside. It's January. I got a couple things to do today. So once I get this boiling, or up to a simmer, excuse me, I'm gonna take off on my appointments. We're gonna come back, finish off the recipe. I'm good to go. Excuse me. Okay, now that we have that seared, take a box of chicken stock. I told you that was heavy on pepper. Throw that in there. Then what I want to do is I want to make sure everything is submerged. I want to make sure our pork shanks are submerged. Need a little bit more. I'm just going to fill the rest with water. A little bit more water. Just to where it's topped off. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to bring this up to a boil. Then I'm going to reduce it to a simmer, put a lid on it, and let it go for a couple hours. As soon as we get back, we'll throw in the rest of the ingredients, and that's it. Very, very simple recipe. Great recipe for a nice cold winter day, nice warm soup. I'm really excited to have it with Mountain Lion, so stay tuned. Okay, we've had the lion and the shanks boiling for about 2.5 hours. Now what we're looking for is a consistency in the meat that we don't want it to fall off the bone, but it's nice and tender. That's the pork shank. Now this is your lion here. You want your lion to be nice and soft and tender, but you don't want it to braise. You don't want it to fall apart. You're almost looking for a consistency of, say, like beef stew. That's what you're looking for. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add our green chili powder. And you could use that green salsa that I make. You could use that also, but just to make it easy, I'm gonna use chili powder. And again, don't worry about the amounts. We'll make sure we have the amounts in our description. I'm just kind of eyeballing it via color. This here is it's tough to find chili powder that's green, but this one is from the Spice House. I buy a lot of stuff from the Spice House online. And then we have a Posole seasoning that's actually already pre-made by the fresh, the Fresh Chile Company. But we're gonna get some of that in there. And that has oregano, has chili powder, cumin, a few different things. Put that in there. Make sure we have the right amount. I'm gonna put a little bit more. And a lot of it you're gonna be able to gauge by the smell after you get used to making this stuff. But that smells about right. Okay. And last but not least, we're gonna put hominy. Not too many people are familiar with hominy. It's basically a corn that's been puffed up. We're gonna put a can of that in there. Stir it up. I got it on about low medium heat. I'm gonna put the lid on it and I'm gonna let it go for about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and that's it, it's done. So looking forward to trying that mountain lion pozole. This is a really nice way to cook that lion or bear, whatever you're cooking. That could be an intimidating ingredient, but this, I've already tasted it and it is phenomenal. The lion by itself, cooked with that pork by itself, is ridiculous. So anyways, really looking forward to that. All right guys, just wrapping up the pozole. Check this out. We got it, it is done. It has been a couple hour wait, but we have it done. Look at this broth, check it out. It's this nice kind of gold red color. You can see the oregano, things like that on top. These pork shanks, perfect, absolutely perfect. We want them nice and tender, but we don't want them off the bone. More of a presentation thing. I'm gonna take a whole shank, put it right in the middle of the bowl, and then I'm gonna take the broth, the hominy, the mountain lion, and put it around that shank. A little more broth. Perfect. And now the way I like to top it, any pozole, I like putting some cabbage, I like putting extra jalapenos, white onion, cilantro, and I'll be darned if I didn't forget lime. I totally forgot lime, but that's okay. And then what you do, guys, just mix it all together here. And this mountain lion actually turned out really, really nice. The pork's nice because you can take chunks of it and bite it, but this mountain lion is surprisingly good. I know eating cat just seems weird, right? But it is it's beyond edible. It is that good. So we're gonna get to eating here, guys, but that is how we make pozole out of mountain lion here at VIP Outdoors. Thanks for watching, guys. If you're new to our channel, make sure you subscribe. Follow all of our social media crap if you want. We're all about guided trips, manufacturing some of the best salmon tackle in the Northwest, hunting, fishing. It's a way of life for us, and we love sharing it with you, whether we're on the water, out in the field, or just cooking it. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.